Hello and welcome to another market update after the market closed on 29th of March 2019. Here's where we look at the big picture and the short-term picture of the stock market with focus on the S&P 500. That's this chart here. So we can get a gauge on what's happening in the world economy and everything actually. If we'd have been looking at this back in December 2007, I would have been able to warn you in advance. Well, the stock market would have been able to warn us in advance of the 2008 crisis that early. And that's just one of many reasons why we look at this. We also look at the short-term picture because our trades should be going with the flow of the short-term trend of the market. That's going to affect your trades more than you can ever possibly understand. So it's very important we look at this every week. And let's just kick off here. So here's the S&P 500 going back over a few years here. The bull market that my system predicted began there and got us out there and has still got us in cash, although the market is making valiant attempts since Christmas to bounce out of this hole. And at this rate, we're probably only maybe cut, where we will start this uptrend here in the 40 week. We're possibly only a few months away from another brand new bull market trigger if it keeps this up. And I see no signs yet of it weakening, despite actually during the week some fundamental indicators that indicated that recession was starting to flicker the warning light, possibly in the future, but not yet. And the stock market is certainly not saying so yet. I have no negative indications as this rally should drop out of where it's at right now. Let's look at the short-term picture. And here we see it again, this overhead resistance that I was been commentating on, it did break out of it, and it did not, as I was warning last week, it had to stay above that line. It bounced right off it and stayed above it and consolidated with a nice finish on Friday up there on high volume. Short-term picture for the week, hard to predict, but it's looking higher for now if I had to make a prediction. Remember the big, the main thing is said to stay in cash for now, and it's just waiting. So not there yet to call a brand new bull market. But short term, I kind of see this going up further. On the commodities side of things, I've got a gift system. I've got a trigger in corn. That was triggered on Friday with this big drop, giving an oversold indication. Very low down day there, but the fundamentals are saying that corn is looking good right now, and that's pretty oversold. So I've got the trigger to enter, and right now haven't got the trigger to say anything else other than to get at that point there. I've mentioned about Campbell's soup, and that's been doing hot consolidating there. I was just above the 200-day. Then if you can stay above it and wait for this 50-day average to catch it up there and cross over the 200-day average, that should be in good shape as well. And it's just one of those things where it pays you 4% to wait as well. It's just one of those long-term lockaways at a great price, and it's doable to get a 50% gain on just the stock alone on that. So that's an interesting trade to have in the back of one's head. How's Bitcoin doing? Let's check in on that. It's been chugging away doing the same thing. The actual coin is up at 4,100, which is better than it has been. If we look at this big picture chart though, it's still got its work cut out, but at least the bleeding stops. It found support here, which goes way back here to summer 2017 actually, and it bounced off that and it's pushing higher. The moving average is still just on a downward slope there, so waiting for more there. Right now though, it's not an attractive chart, but it's early days in the whole blockchain story, and there's other ones are coming to life as well. But right now I want to see Bitcoin push up before I start getting into those more, because that's kind of like the flag waver, as it were. So keeping an eye on that one there. So that's all for this week, and I will speak to you next time.